Good afternoon. Very good. Everybody got a place to sit? Yeah. You know, I wish I knew how to get so many people to come to a faculty meeting or other things, but I guess you just got to talk football. So it's been a special time at Lenoir-Rhyne in recent years. I don't think it's any secret that Lenoir-Rhyne has emerged as the premier liberal arts university in the South, and along with our emergence and gaining national recognition in a number of areas, we have reestablished ourselves as a national power in football. And that's in fact, and I haven't seen our players since back in, I guess it was December 21st for that wonderful event we did back in Florence, Alabama. But I think it's a good time to take a moment to congratulate them and their coaching staff for Neil McGahee and Fred Goldsmith and Mike Houston, who led us to this position of national prominence, and the players who you know, had this marvelous run this year. 13 straight wins. If you look at the end of the season, you note that the #1 team in the country was Florida State, and the #2 team in the country was Lenoir-Rhyne University. That's not bad. So we're in a good place. And our team this year, in its marvelous run, set a national record that's all-time for all divisions of the NCAA for rushing. And that's something that you can never forget, because that is the best that's ever happened in NCAA football here at Lenoir-Rhyne University. Not bad. Now, that offense we were running was called a spread option. And you know, Neil, I've thought for a long time we ought to try to get to know the guy that helped develop that spread option offense. So maybe we should. Let me tell you a little bit about him. The guy that developed that option offense went to school at Oregon State, where he was quarterback and was also team captain. And for our students here, I want you to know he graduated not once but twice, a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. So remember that, because how important that is for your future careers. This gentleman went on to coach at the national level, being an offensive coordinator and developer at Cal Poly, also coached at St. Mary's and Bucknell. Each time he developed this spread option offense. That spread option offense, by the way, is the one that we use here at Lenoir-Rhyne. From his stints at Cal Poly, went on to the United States Military Academy, Army, where he also developed the spread option offense. While at Army, the last 3 years, that offense finished in Division I, #1 in the country in rushing twice, and only #3 the other time. Quite a successful stint, I would say. But this gentleman that developed that option offense has done a whole lot more. He's married, he has 3 children, and he has a reputation everywhere for caring about the success of the student athletes, for helping them graduate and going on to meaningful lives beyond football. You know what? That's the same value system we have here at Lenoir-Rhyne University. So I think it's only natural that he should become part of Lenoir-Rhyne University's family. So I'm going to invite up here now Neil McGahee to introduce to us Mr. Ian Shields, the head football coach at Lenoir-Rhyne University.
It's bear time. Mr. President, I offer you the 19th head football coach in the storied history of Lenoir-Rhyne football. Please welcome Ian Shields.
Thank you. And thank you, Dr. Powell, for that flattering introduction. Today is a special day. And I must say, it's a great day to be a Bear. I'm an emotional coach. You dream of days like this when you're a football coach. So if I carry on and on, please forgive me. Today is truly, I'm extremely humbled and honored to be here as the next football coach here at Lenoir-Rhyne University. I consider it the greatest professional compliment I've ever been paid. I realize what a special place Lenoir-Rhyne is. Realize what a wonderful opportunity this is. Realize what great people are here, and quite frankly, that's what attracted me to this position. Before I go any further, I want to thank some people. I think it's only appropriate at this faith-based institution that I thank God. Through him, all things are possible. Through him, all things are possible, and nothing is impossible, and we're truly blessed to be here. I'd like to thank our administration. I'd like to thank Dr. Powell, our esteemed Executive Athletic Director, Neil McGahey. I appreciate your professionalism, sincerity, and transparency in this search. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to introduce my beautiful wife, Norma, and my 3 sons, Bo, Jonah, and baby Jordan. To use a football term, you can see I've certainly outkicked my coverage. I want to thank my family, though, guys, for your unwavering support, your unconditional love, and for allowing me to chase my dreams as a college football coach. I'd like to take time to thank the former players and the current players here at Lenoir-Rhyne University. There's a tremendous foundation in place. I specifically like to thank Coach Fred Goldsmith and Coach Mike Houston and his staff for putting such a great foundation in place and recruiting the players that are currently here, because this is a championship program. I'd also like to thank my teammates, my former teammates years ago. I'd like to thank my former coaches, the associates of coaches that I've been surrounded by in this profession of coaching for the last 20 years, and all the players I've ever coached along the way. It's upon their shoulders that I stand here today in this capacity. So let's talk about the future of Lenoir-Rhyne football. We have a tremendously bright future ahead of us. We're not standing still, we're charging forward. There's great support here, and there's a great foundation in place. What we will continue to do is be committed to excellence. Excellence in the classroom, excellence in the community, and certainly excellence on the field of play. To cut to the chase, we're going to win all day. Okay. So that's what we'll do. We're going to win all day long. From the second our guys get their heads up off the pillow to the second they put them down. Okay, we're going to win all day long. W-A-D-L, we're going to waddle. And there's going to be a bunch of Bears waddling all over this campus and all over this community and taking positive steps every step along the way. We have work to do. Okay, I got to get a staff in place. Okay, as the infamous country singer Jerry Reed once said, we got a long ways to go and a short time to get there. Okay, because we have about a month and a half to get 8 to 10 months of work done. Okay, so we have a challenge there. But I'll put together a quality staff, make no bones about it. This is a great place. It's going to attract great candidates, and my cell phone has been blowing up. Okay, we're guys that want the opportunity to come work here and coach in the championship program. We'll have coaches here in place shortly that are men of character, guys that are experts in their field, and guys that know what right looks like. Recruiting. We got to get to work, as I mentioned, but the great thing is we have a tremendous product here to sell. We have a great school. There's great people here, and we have a championship program with high standards. I don't know what young man coming to high school that wouldn't want that possibility. We're looking for young men that seek an education of value, of meaning, that want to be challenged in the classroom. We're seeking young men that have outstanding character. Again, guys that consistently do the right things right. And we're certainly looking for young student athletes that have the physical abilities to play at this level and to compete for a national championship. Our mission is quite simple. Our mission is to sustain and continue to build upon this foundation of excellence that's in place. As I mentioned, this is a championship program, and those standards will remain high. Our mission is to provide every young man that enters our program the opportunity and the support necessary to earn his degree. And lastly, we want to make sure every young man that enters our program is developed as a leader of character, and we inspire him to move forward in his life after football into his future endeavors. Now let's talk a little about football, our style of play. Okay? We're an attacking, up-tempo, spread option offense. Okay? Defensively, we'll play multiple fronts and coverage, and we're going to be a pressure defense. We'll have a strong commitment in the kicking game. That's our edge. That'll oftentimes be the difference. We'll be tough, physical. We'll have guys that love to compete. We'll be disciplined, poised, and precise in all that we do. We'll be masters of the fundamentals at each of our positions. Quite simply, it'll be our intention to be a nightmare for our opposition. Here's what we believe in. We believe in the team. The team, the team. This isn't a star system. The star of this team will be the team. The great John Wooden once said, "It's amazing what can be accomplished when nobody cares who gets the credit." We're looking for unselfish football players that put their own personal needs aside for the betterment of the team and for the team's agenda. This program will be about the ball. The ball is the game. We'll be masters at the fundamentals associated with the football. Our offenders will know how to possess it and protect it and respect it. And our defenders will be fanatical and maniacal about taking it away. That's the game. The turnover battle is the game. It's one of the keys to victory. We're going to be tough. Make no mistake. When I was fortunate enough to be here a few days back, I had the opportunity to meet with 8 to 10 of our players on our current roster. And one of the questions I asked them as I was considering taking this job was, guys, give me 3 to 5 characteristics that define a Lenoir-Rhyne football player. To a man, they all said, "Coach, we're tough." And I said, "Well, I'm at the right place then." I said, because that's what we're going to be, and we're going to continue to build upon that. Everyone knows that that's the case, and we're going to keep going in that direction, and make no mistake about that. We're going to stand for excellence in all that we do. We're going to stack W's every step of the way, all day long, like we mentioned. And certainly the last core value of ours, okay, when we're talking about our belief system, what are our core values, the last one is our faith in God, our faith in this university, and our faith in each other in our locker room. With that said, it's my hope that the fans, alumni, the community, our student body will feel personally vested in the Lenoir-Rhyne football program. We should and will have the best game day environment in all Division II football, right here between the bricks. Again, I'm honored to be the head football coach at Lenoir-Rhyne. There is hard work ahead, but I anxiously and eagerly look forward to attacking it. Go Bears. learned that one.
We're going to open it for just a few minutes of general questions, and then the media will have their one-on-one with the coach, and there'll be plenty of time, overtime, to get to know this coach well. You know, there's some good news and some bad news. Mr. President, the bad news is that this is our 4th head coach on my 12-year watch. The good news is that this gentleman has assured me that he is investing in Lenoir-Rhyne and to Hickory. Ian, congratulations. Are there general questions from the audience, media, or fans that are here?
And your attack offense, is the ball going in the air some too?
That's Johnny Moe. Will the air game?
That is a fair question. I saw your semifinal game. Well, I can guarantee you this. It'll go both forwards and backwards. We will by no means be defined as an aerial express or an aerial circus, I should say. But we will be able to throw the football and throw it effectively. And certainly if you get there early enough, we'll be airing out in warm-ups as well.
Before we break up for the media talk, Miles Freeman, our extraordinary quarterback, would you come up for just a second and just say in your own words how you felt about your recruitment? Come on. Miles was recruited out of high school in California by Ian Shields. You want to talk about that recruitment and then hand it back to Coach?
Yeah, most definitely. How everybody doing today? Well, I know a lot of people have questions like whether or not he could fill the shoes of Coach Thompson, Coach Houston. And me knowing him personally, he was one of the only coaches that gave me a chance out of high school. And I know for a fact he knows the offense better than Coach Thompson. And a lot of the plays you see us run, he invented some of them. And me personally, I just have 100% confidence in this man. And it's kind of ironic how things in life works out. Like I left high school to go to him, and he ended up leaving to come back to me. So like if everybody worried and stuff like that, don't be. I feel like football-wise, we're in great hands. Let's just get ready to work.
There's some strange irony there, isn't there? When I recruited Miles out of Burbank High School in Sacramento years ago, I knew he was something special. And I know there's a lot of other special players here in this room and on this campus. But we'll bring a staff in here that are excellent evaluators that again, know what right looks like. What we value may not be what someone else values, but we'll get it right, and we'll get the right young men here. And I was pleased when I was on campus last week to see a familiar face in Miles. Actually, Coach Thompson and I had been in touch. We worked together 10 years ago at Bucknell. We're close friends and been in touch along the way. Lenoir-Rhyne's offensive staff have been up to visit us at West Point a couple times. In fact, I got Coach Thompson tickets to the Army-Navy game a couple years ago. So I think we'll be very familiar with the offense, but this isn't just about the offense. This is about a team. It's about surrounding ourselves with the right people, okay, putting them in the right positions to win on offense, defense, and the kicking game. And we'll be excellent in all three phases. And bottom line, as we all know, we need to be excellent recruiters because that's the lifeblood. Okay? We'll get great players in here, and they'll make all of our coaches look smart.
Mr. President, thank you for this extraordinary opportunity. This concludes the official portion of the media event. And now if the individual reporters want to come up and meet with Coach Shields, they can do that. I would ask the general public to let the media do their job for a few minutes, please.